This is part 2 of a program where we're taking in a numeral and converting it to a Roman numeral. As what we have here is just taking in that numeral, or the number that wants to be converted from the user, and then this method is inserting a character into a string, like right before the last character. That's what we need to do now, and that's all in part 1 if you want to watch it. But this next method is going to be where the real work is done. So public string will say create Roman numeral. And we'll take in a value. We'll call that the target value. That's the value that we're going to convert to. Create Roman numeral. Like I said in the other video, this took me a while to write, so I'm actually just, I wrote it out by hand. I have that right next to me, and I'm just copying that onto the computer. So we want to create a while loop that runs until we've met our target value. First thing we need to do is create a string. So we need an empty string. We'll call it Roman numeral, and I'll spell that correctly. So string Roman numeral, and we'll set it equal to a empty string. And we need a current sum. So int current sum will be 0, because that's what we start out with. Then we need a while loop that will continue running until we've met our target value. So while current sum does not equal the target value, we want to run this. While current sum target. Okay. And at the end, we're just going to return a string. So return Roman numeral. And I'll just get rid of those annoying red lines there. Alright. So, I'm assuming you all know how Roman numerals work. If you don't, let's see, AM is equal to 1000, C is equal to 100, D is 500, L is 50, X is 10, V is 5, and I is 1. And then there's some rules with adding and subtracting, like what goes before what. But we'll have those programmed into this. Alright, so while the target minus current sum is greater than or equal to 900, we need to add an M. If it's less than 900, then we wouldn't have an M, we would just have a D for 500, and then a few C's for 100. So, if that's greater than or equal to 900, what we want to do is Roman numeral plus equals, and we want to add an M to the end of that. So I'll just add an M to the end of the string. And then we need to iterate our current sum by 1000 to show what we've done. So 1000. Alright, next thing we need to do is, after we've added the M, we may need to add a C and we may not need to. So we'll say while current sum, if the current sum is greater than the target, we need to add a C. Some people think you can write IM for 999. You cannot. It's a much longer number to write than that. You have to first do 900 with with CM. That'll get you 900, and then you tack on 99. So while current sum is greater than target, you want to add a C to the beginning of it, or a C before the M. So Roman numeral equals, the name of that method was insert. We need to give it the string there, and we need to tell it to insert a C, and then we need to subtract 100 from the total. So current sum minus equal 100. Next thing is the D. So while the target minus current sum is greater than or equal to 400, we need to add a D onto there. So Roman numeral plus equals, and then we'll put a D there. And we add 500 to the current sum. Current sum plus equal 500. Get some space here so you can see all the work happening without me scrolling a whole lot. Alright, and we can have 3 C's in a row. If we want to get to 400 though, we can have 3 C's in a row for 300. If we want to get to 400, we would need to have CD. So, while the current sum minus target is greater than or equal to 0, we need to put a C before the D, so Roman numeral equals insert, and we would insert Roman numeral, and we would insert, well, we insert a C into the Roman numeral, so that's how we would do that. And we would also need to subtract 100 from the current sum. So current sum minus equals 100. Current sum. Let's see, there's a problem with this here. Oh. No idea why I wrote that. Okay. Next while statement. Hope you can see why I couldn't do this all in one video, like while thinking about it. I had to actually write all this down. While the target minus the current sum is greater than or equal to 100. And also we have a second condition here. Both these need to be true, and target minus current sum is less than or equal to 399. We need to add a C to the end of it, so Roman numeral plus equals C. And then the current sum, we add 100 to it. Let's see. Next, we need to do something with 90. 90 and 40 are special cases, so if target minus current sum is greater than or equal to 90, we would add a XC to it for 90. XC equals 90 in Roman numerals, so that plus equals XC. And then we would add 90 to the sum, so current sum plus equal 90. Alright. Next we have a special condition for the 40, so if target minus current sum is greater than or equal to 40, and it's less than 49, so we would say and target minus current sum is less than or equal to 49. We need to add 40 to it, so Roman numeral. We'll put XL on the end of it for 40. And after that, we need to add 40 to the current sum, so current sum plus equal 40. Alright. So now we have XL onto there. In certain cases, we would need a X. So if we skip that statement, if target minus current sum is greater than or equal to 40 after that statement, we would want to put an L on the end of it, so Roman numeral plus equals L. And we would add 50 to that. So we'd say current sum plus equal 50. And then after that, we would need to... Alright, there's a lot of special cases down here. For anything less than 19, this gets, this actually what took me a huge part of the time I was programming. So while target minus current sum is greater than or equal to 19, we want to add 2 x's on the end of it. And the only numbers it would be at this point is 19 or 20. So we'll say Roman numeral plus equals 2 x's for 20. And we would iterate the current sum by 20. So current sum plus equal 20. That's getting kind of long. We'll go to a third video where we'll just continue this at this time. Thanks for watching.